Everyone, I'm Maggie. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Pointz. We help people navigate more confidently on bikes and scooters through our safe and customized routing services. So I first got the idea for Pointz about 5 years ago when I biked across the country. I rode from Virginia to California, and I had a really difficult time navigating cities, and I was getting really nervous and couldn't find the best way to get around. I eventually figured out that the best way to find good routes was by asking local cyclists where to ride. Fast forward a couple years, I got to college at Brown with Trisha, my co-founder, and we were exploring this question of how to get more people out of single passenger cars and onto sustainable transportation, specifically interested in bikes and scooters. And we interviewed hundreds of people that rode bikes and scooters and found that this recurring theme that people were just pretty nervous about getting out on the road. They wanted more infrastructure, don't we all? And so we didn't have a lot of experience in advocacy or policy, but we were going to school for technology and environmental science. And so Trisha and I teamed up and we came up with the technology solution, which is a mapping software, Pointz today. So what Pointz is the way it works is we rate roads on a 1 through 5 bike friendliness scale based on the amount of traffic, the volume and speed, and then also bike infrastructure, the type of bike infrastructure. And those factors go into the rating. And after we have produced the rating, we use that rating routing service. The routing service can be customized based on people's comfort level and preferences through our slider technology. And the third component of our solution is real-time information. So we pull data from cities about construction, resurfacing, and we also have a crowdsourcing component from our users themselves, where they can update the map and provide additional information about bike lane obstructions, surface issues that are relevant to people on these vehicles. So we've had about 5,000 people active on our platform for the past year and have spent a lot of time working with them, iterating on the product, and getting the routing service to a place where people are really loving it. And through these interviews, we've noticed a trend in our users, which is that a lot of them are e-bike and e-scooter riders who are just transitioning away from their cars, their primary form of transportation, or maybe also public transportation to these light electric vehicles. And so that's why we're here, and we are actually launching our partnerships products. So we're launching our suite of software services for operators, brands, and other companies who want to integrate our technology into their apps and solutions and bring the technology to riders that are their customers. So if any of you guys are part of those groups and want to make riding more safe and accessible for your customers, we'd love to have you visit us at booth 600 throughout the time. Thank you.
Quick branding question. Why is it called Pointz?
What was that?
Why is the company called Pointz?
Why is it called Pointz?
Yeah, branding question.
Yeah, just kind of a play on words, I guess. Point A to point B. Points. My younger sister came up with it and it was the best we could do.
So how do you compare yourself to Google Maps?
Yeah, so usually our routes, we have a little infographic, which I would show if we had slides, but our routes tend to be about 10% longer than Google Maps' routes, but they incorporate 80% either protected infrastructure, so separated paths or protected bike lanes, or low-stress residential side streets. Whereas Google, it's about 40%. So Google's tend to be just more direct and more of the quickest way to get there. And we're just prioritizing the safer infrastructure. But it all depends on what part of the slider you're on too. So people can adjust that based on their preference.
Is launching your partnerships effort your path to profitability?
Yeah, it sure is. So that's part of it. We're also working on a premium subscription for our end consumers. But yeah, we're really excited. Had some great conversations here this past couple of days about partnerships.
Amazing. And I'm imagining also at some point you want to get acquired.
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Strava. Awesome. Thank you so much, Maggie, again. Another round of applause.